First thing I noticed about Lauren. Probably her smile. As soon as I saw her smile.
How handsome he was. Probably his hair. I liked his hair. I like hair on boys. But his was cute.
I think it was towards the end of mock trial we actually went out on our first date. I asked my friends how I should ask her and any advice, because I've never actually been on a real date before, so like asking Lauren was like my first time, so I think I actually ended up texting her to see. I didn't actually ask her face to face.
I don't remember a first date. I don't think we had like an official first date. Perkins.
No, I thought it was the Olive Garden one.
Yes, that was definitely our first date.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was either that or the coffee shops, remember, in mock trial.
We weren't dating at that point though.
Yeah, but like it was kind of a date.
Maybe in your mind.
I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. And maybe it's all part of a plan. Well, I'll just keep on making the same mistakes, hoping that you'll understand. But baby, now take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place your head on my beating heart.
I was like, Mom, Lauren has the prettiest middle name. And she's like, what's that? I'm like, it's Anate. I'm like, it's the prettiest thing ever. I thought it was such a cool name. And then she's like, is that a net? And then I showed her how it was spelled and she's like, that's a net. But I've called her Anate ever since. Everything about Lauren is always prettier. So when I saw a net, like I probably just made it Anate. Probably my favorite thing to do with Lauren is go to Walmart. You just get to walk around, look at stuff, just hang out and talk. It's probably one of my favorite things. I love Walmart. And I love Lauren, so it's like two of the best things.
He loves to go on walks. Go to Walmart. No, he likes to go to Walmart and walk around and look at the clearance section and get ice cream. That's his two favorite things. That's what he asks for all the time. Is that what he said? Is that what he said?
Nice job.
It was at Thomas Park and he initiated it. I pulled out my phone and we started watching The Office on my phone. And we were sitting at the park at Thomas Park, and we were sitting on the swings, and he leaned over and he kissed me.
And where did he kiss you?
On my lips. Did he not say that? On her cheek, is that what he said?
I kissed her on the cheek that time.
It was on the cheek.
It was on the lips.
You'll never know. It'll be in a mystery forever. 'Cause I'm right.
Well, Lauren ends them and wins them. Yeah, Lauren always wins. Aggressive.
What? I was gonna say something sweet. Punk.
That's a noun.
Oh. Punkish. I was gonna say hardworking.
I think I said it first. It was like one of those like more like joking because she made me laugh, and I was just like, I love you, and I was like laughing about it, and then like she looked at me like really serious, and then like I looked back and I was like, no, I like really love you, and then she said it right back, and that was when it happened.
It just kind of slowly happened. I can't pinpoint a time when like all of a sudden it was just clear. It just was kind of like we were kind of best friends, and then we started dating, and then we started getting closer and closer and closer, and then it was kind of like one day like, I can't live without this person. But I don't know when that day was.
We went on the second date after that, and I think that's when I knew, when we first started like actually hanging out, talking more, actually getting to know each other, and not just on a school level. That's when I knew like I wanted to be with her forever.
Micah's really, really bad at planning and really bad at lying. So that's kind of what you need to propose, to plan a proposal. So for the couple days prior, he had been kind of like ditching me and then not responding to me, and then like hours would go by and I was getting so frustrated. So by the second day, by the end of the day, he comes over to my house and I had a total meltdown, and I was like, I don't know why you're being so weird, and you're just ignoring me, and I cried, and he felt so bad. He's like, I'm so sorry, I don't know. And so we went over to his house that night, and we were just kind of watching TV and stuff, and his dad was playing like funny animal videos on YouTube, and so I was all happy again because we were hanging out. And him and his dad leave, and he goes, I gotta go help my dad with something.
I was like, Dad, let's go get the stuff ready. So we went out and we put all the candles in all the bags, and then we made like a pathway to a gazebo. And the night before, me and Blake had decorated it in like Christmas lights. And so then I came back inside and asked Lauren, I'm like, hey, can you help me and Dad with something outside? And she's like, really? Why do I have to go? And I was like, well, we just need your help. So
he pulls me over to the side of his house, and he has me get my shoes on, and he pulls out, he has this huge bear coat, we call it, and his uncle gave it to him. It used to be like a real life pimp's coat, and it has like fur on the outside and leather on the inside, and he put that on me, and for some reason, like right then I knew, because I knew I was gonna have to like be outside for a long time. I don't know why, but I was like, oh, he's proposing right then and there because of the coat. And so he takes me out his front door, and he goes around the side, and he covers my eyes, and he walks me down his backyard into like the second backyard that they have, and he opens my eyes, and it's the whole trail of, he has like lights and bags all the way wrapped around to this gazebo wrapped in lights. And I turned to him and I went, you're doing it today? Because I thought he was being really brave because I was so mad at him. And so we walked down, and he got down on one knee, and again, I can't tell you what he said because my head was up here. I don't remember what he said, but it was really sweet. It made me cry. And I said yes, and then we jumped up and we hugged and we kissed. It was so pretty and just perfect. I loved it. He couldn't have done any better.
5
School.
boys.
5 strapping boys. No. 2 at max.
2 children at max or 2 boys?
2 children. We can have 1 boy and 1 girl.
No, 4.
No, 2.
4.
2.5.
No.
3.
4.
No.
3. No, then there's
That's
an
odd.
oddball. Yeah. Then the little dude's like,
We'll settle at 2 then.
It's fine. We'll have to settle for 4.
'Cause all of me loves all of you. edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Oh.
Green eyes.
Oh, he sings a song about my eyes that he made up.
Yeah, I don't want to sing that song though.
Let's sing it.
I'll
Sing
sing
it.
it.
Oh, that'd be so sweet. Sing it.
Why did I do that?
It's either that or the Chipmunk opera, Micah. You have a choice between the two.
I'd almost rather do the Chipmunk opera.
Green eyes.
Do I really have to sing it?
I guess you don't have to.
Gosh. This is so... The camera's too much, guys. There's so much pressure now. Like, the lights are getting closer, the walls are closing in. Okay. It went like, green eyes, I still get butterflies when I see those eyes.
And then he was,
When I first saw you, I knew our love was true. You were standing there with amazing hair, and the looks were just so cute.
That's as far as he got.
That's as far as I got in the song.
But he sings it all the time. Green eyes, green eyes. I love it. He's so cute. Look how cute he is. I do this all the time. I go, look how cute he is, Mom. Look at him.
I think we're done here.
She also does that with her cat.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, you're so cute. Look at his face.
Every time.
It's even cuter.
Can we get pizza after
I
this?
love you.
Yeah,